Close the chair back. Right. Bring the chair back.
Sir, the headphone. Shall I remove it, sir?
Yeah, I'll do it. One last one.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, friends.
Good evening. Okay, you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right, so the team talk was almost for about 20 minutes, and we are going to have the first two participants. Now, Team Asataman, tell me the character names and just tell me the character names again.
Sir, I think this only allowed to go with 4, sir. Because 5 is like special, sir. So we like only Balaji and the Tisha, Ritan and Guru have the character, sir. Like I will sacrifice them, sir.
I told only 4 hours.
Essence they message.
Okay, tell me the 4 characters.
Can I say, sir?
Who's telling? Yes, good person.
Yes, sir. Sir, first one is Abdul Kumar, sir. Abdul Kumar. Sir, Abdul Kader, sir. Abdul Kader, Muslim name, sir. Balaji not told, right?
Abdul Kumar.
Abdul Kader, sir.
Abdul Kumar, Muhammad Muruga. ஏன்டா இப்படி இருக்கீங்க? நான் சொல்ற Abdul Kader.
Abdul Kader, sir. Next one is Aditya, sir. Third one is Rahul, sir. And Pratisha told one name, sir. Sir, the fourth one is Ramesh Rajkumar, sir.
Ramesh Rajkumar. Okay, right. Yeah. Team Sibi, your names engaged.
Sibi, look at the chat.
Look at the teacher and
Team chat.
You read them all.
Sir, Dhruv Singhalia, age 42, sir. Then Amar, age 49, sir. Kevin, age 31, sir. And Mohammed Ahmed, age 32.
Okay, so which team wants to go first? They are going for the toss for this one. First, if you win the toss, you get the advantage. Either you get the hat, the roll hat.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I think Sibi and Natish are in the team college team. I think, sir, because they are in hold.
ஒன்றும் பண்ண முடியாது, அதெல்லாம் விட்டு அவனை வந்தா வரட்டும். எல்லாம் ஒன்றும் சேர்ந்து
Join the main call. What are you doing here? Looking at this, join the main call.
Okay, what is the name? Sorry, Sibia on behalf of him, he just okay. First, Asadaman is calling the toss. Now, if you win the toss, you can decide who can take up the roll hat. When I say roll hat, நாங்க roll hat எடுத்துக்கிறோம் அப்படின்னா அசதாமன் டீம்ல இருந்து 2 பேர் இங்க வரணும். ஓகே? இல்ல சிபியோட டீம்ல சிபியோட டீம்ல இருந்து 2 பேர் வரணும். ஓகே. Let's go. It is. So Asadaman wins the toss.
friends, what is your idea, friends?
Ashwathaman, I thought that we could take the roll hat. So as tomorrow
Yes.
you won't be available for the for most of the session. Now, if you are taking the roll hat, tomorrow it will be efficient for our team.
Yes, sir, Pataman, I thought the same. We could take the roll head first.
Yeah, you could go first, sir.
Roll hat is going to be taken by Team Asadaman. So basically, roll hat dictation can be done by CBR. So.
Basically, not your person, you make call for. I end the call, come to the.
Roll hat dictation should be done by Team CBR. What they are supposed to do is they have to choose 2 people from Team Asathan and they will have to depute those 2 people in these 2 chairs. And they will explain the name, age, characteristic, and skills only once, and then you start filing the questions in advance. For a demo, நான் ஒரு டெமோ பண்ணி காமிக்கிறேன். ஒரு இமேஜினரியா ஏதோ ஒரு கேரக்டர் இப்போ நீங்க ஸ்பாயிலர்ஸ் வேண்டாம். இமேஜினரியா ஏதோ ஒன்னு. I'm giving a demonstration for both teams. Shall I start?
Yes, sir. Sir, okay, Ahmed, sir.
What is it?
Ahmed.
Ahmed.
42.
42, okay.
Occupation, convict.
Convict. Okay, right. Conviction on what? What then? Specifically for the right.
What? Sir, neighboring dog.
Conviction and control. You're accused.
Let us tomorrow in the.
Seri. Good evening.
You are a very strong, good man, sir. I am good at public speaking, sir. And negative part is, you are very not inclined to be very harsh to the stage people, sir.
Sir,
money is the
you are actually not fully at fault, sir. Actually, the police people in the area were like too depressing, like they were suppressing the people, sir, and they weren't. It's actually a village area in the village, and the police officers just used to collect money from all the villagers. So you didn't like it, and
the only district for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
you know that.
Say.
So we kill the police.
Say. Okay, roll hat demonstration played by Manigan Sundaresan, and my name is Ahmed, and I'm a convict and conviction on various causes. So, I'm getting into the role play, and I would like to have this coin as a, as an angle.
Sir, we all are your family members. We are questioning you. Why are you done this?
Ready, 3, 2, 1, go.
My brother, why did you do like this? This is how we brought you up.
I got that. Whenever I was looking at your face, I was always having one instance. First of all, I should have executed the murder on you, but I had different plans. Mom and Dad have always been giving the importance to you and not to me. And every time when a value system is taught to the other people, look at him, like him, and not like Ahmed. Every time when some standard, look at him, not like Ahmed. So I have always been a bad example, and that's why I wanted to catch up to language.
You were a kid. We used to eat biryani together.
That is nice. That is nice where you compare yourself. The things, the values that you have been. Everything in your childhood were really horrible, and that actually induces to compare you with other people.
I was asking you to get some professional help for me. Yes, you're right. I've been having haunting memories in the past. I've been having nightmares, and I've been telling you from the time immemorial. I've been telling you that I need professional help, and you had been boycotting that. You had been saying that during the boycott stage, everybody will be having this. Everybody has. No, I'm a big.
Where I could get you.
That's not my fault. That's not my fault. If you want to grow the child, if you want to raise the child to your subsidized standards, you will have to be ready to travel all over the world. Psychologists were available in the town, so you could have taken some risks. Now you're paying for not taking risks.
Leave yourself, but I'm not going. I'm going to college now. I feel shy on going and meeting people. They are saying that you are the sister of a person who is in jail now, and how can I face all of them? I'm not able to pursue my dreams.
You save a lot of game teasing. Nobody will dare to come and tease you. Nobody will dare to come and body shame you, or nobody will come and dare to do you because you are a sister of a real culprit. And you keep all the morons away from your life. Is it not a good prize that I have given to you?
It's not something that my parents have
Who
done.
you do? And you got to be really proud that your brother is not a crybaby like this. And your brother is a real murdering person.
Are you really brought you up?
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here like this, ready to go to
I
jail.
ate rice so that you eat biryani.
Why have you done like this? Because you have brought us a shame to our family. Why have you done like this?
You got the answer. Your question has an answer. Just to bring the shame for your family, especially just to bring shame for you. Now, what kind of attention you have been giving me when I was 12 years old? When you are having almost about 18 years of people as good friends, and you had 12-year-old younger brother who was not given the proper attention by you. And now, just because your prestige is put up into the toss, you're asking me the question. Knowingly or unknowingly, I'm in the limelight. In a good way or a bad way, I'm very happy that I'm in the limelight. Okay, yes, I'm going to be behind the bars, but I'm really happy that none of you had got guts to do something what I have done, and I have done it. So,
Foolishness, not guts. You kill a policeman.
what will you be doing? You have to understand as a brother that the fault was not only mine, right?
Yes, why did he kill him?
You got to ask the police department. The police department people are also having some share on this problem, man. You have to be taking an attorney. By this time, you should have appointed an attorney. All of you should have put your money, the goddamn checks of. No, she's going to college, but she's earning. She's doing boutique shop business, and she's earning. And you are earning by your auditing, and she's earning by giving consultation, and she's also earning by putting on. What am I earning? I'm earning only bad name from the family members. So you could have appointed an attorney by this time.
You could have said this was.
For it, we need to know the legal reason, but they are not even revealing the legal reason.
Just one night out of the blue, you're just going out and just
Doesn't
shooting a
mean
police.
have faith on you, but there is no faith on
No,
you. Immediately
You
accused.
never
of
shared
what-
anything with us.
Tell me how much time you three girls and this guy, this fear-threatening guy, how much time have you spent around him? Every time Ahmed comes, oh, Ahmed is here, okay, we'll have another later. Oh, Ahmed is here. Oh, I would like to take the bathroom and I would like to bath first. Ahmed can wait. Oh, this television, yeah, we have to watch Friends show. Ahmed will always watch soccer. So we want Ahmed to be alone. Right? So, you have always been keeping me away, and now, just because your pride is on toss, you are coming and thinking, how you not actually? Specifically. Look. Yeah, good person.
Sir, I thought of playing a role in it, sir, so that only.
Hey, na demo nada kuduthirunga.
Yeah, sir, I also was I want to involve in the demo, sir, so that only.
Then, okay, you have a question, if you have a question, ask.
So I have been a friend of you from the primaries, but your behavior has really changed. You were a good child in the primary. After going to the higher secondary, you have really changed, and after finishing the colleges, you have got less marks, and because of that, you wasn't able to find a job. And at that time, why are you killing a good police officer?
Told him. See, even he knows.
I totally agree that I had not got proper foundation, and during the primary education time I was well behaved, and during college I was well behaved too. But then, in a way, if there has to be an inquiry committee in our family, every single family member of ours should be answerable. You are also personally answerable. She, him, every single person is answerable for the mistake that I have committed. Because what I am right now is the invigoration of all of your ignorance. Okay? What I am right now is the contribution of all of your kind of prejudices and disparity mindset. Okay? So the partial mindset that you had. And right now, you thought that Ahmad would be only a earthworm, and now Ahmad is standing tall like a reptile, and you are really scared of him. But to be very honest, I'm going with your words that I was well behaved during the primary time and the middle school time. I had good friends. This guy over here, the so-called younger brother of mine, he has asked my good friends not to step into the house because he thought they were misleading me. Yeah, you have been really instrumental in asking my friends not to come into my house anymore. Our house anymore. Right?
Do you have any one good friend that is who can guide you in a good path?
This guy Daniel, he was teaching me how to play tennis. Is that a bad thing?
And another guy, slowly he thought he had to shoot.
Amal. His name is Amal.
So he only thought he could shoot it. That's why I didn't let him.
Slowly was with you in the municipal high secondary school. Yeah, somebody could.
He's starting the topic. He's sharing the topic.
Didn't you speak with his friends?
My friends, tell them about my friends. How good they are.
They were not involved.
Look, my friend has come.
So don't you think that there are many children who are seeing you will take as an inspiration on you? If you do this types of acts, will they change into another big criminal?
Yes, that's a very valid point. I'm setting a bad example to the children. Yes, of course. But if you ask me, the social cause of not deviating children's mind and the personal cost of my family members not giving me proper attention. If you put these two choices in front of me, and if you ask me which one I give more importance, I'll give the importance to this one. You know, I committed this murder just to get all you people. Now you all have attention. Right? You're giving attention to me. If you had given attention pretty much earlier, I would not have done this. In order to grab your attention, I had to do something about this. Blame it on them, not on me.
That doesn't mean you can murder someone.
Yes, there are lots of ways.
I wanted you as an elder brother.
You have done something properly, right?
You
You have gone for work.
You as an elder brother always taught me one single statement, an adage. What that adage was, do something unique that nobody else has.
Yeah, do something good.
You
I
do
am
something.
telling that stand more trees that like one that trees and get a record that should be attention to me.
Now that
All
I,
the media are going to be in front of you.
yeah, now that I have committed a sin for getting the savage out of me, for getting this kind of the sin out of me, to wash out all the sins, now I can plan all
If
this.
you plan this,
When did you come out of jail? I'm going.
if we walk away, you could have achieved something and that none of us have achieved. There are lots of things to which you can grab
I have already
our
done that.
You
Now,
can do
it's
something
good.
good.
I have heard
Something bad.
Good or bad, this is an entire world. Now you saw COVID pandemic and it has flushed out most of the people in the world. And what question did you have?
You said you love playing football, you could become a football player and done something.
And I have asked you to pay the fees for the coach, the bloody coach, and you did not even bother to give me even a
Hey,
penny.
great players, man, they came up from Bhavati, they did everything on their own.
And did you buy football to me? Did you buy
But you
it?
have to work. She is going for part-time job and that's how she's paying her college
The
fees.
same with that coconut thing, the coconut says.
That's what by no means the least. They have gone, they have asked me to come to the prison. And no attorney is going to be subjugated by any person because you people are entirely with the page. What have you decided? Are you going to leave me up in the air or are you going to really recruit some attorney who is speaking to them?
That's not going to happen. We are going to be imprisoned.
Then why are you showing so much of concern to me? And a couple of minutes back you have been speaking about as if we are so having so much of concern.
We are not concerned about the we
Come
are
here,
concerned about the family, those who have lost their
Say,
family. At least you be happy that you changed before you died.
I rest my case, brothers and sisters, and I think I will be really peaceful behind the bars instead of looking at your stingy face. Especially you. Okay, done. Good job.
ஜமா பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கான்.
எல்லாரும் perform பண்ணு. ரிதன்.
I'm having a doubt, sir.
Yeah, what is it?
Sir, if they are giving a bad person to us, sir, so we have to change the person or go with the flow, go with the character, sir?
எக்ஸசைஸே வந்து உன்னை என்ன ரோல் கொடுக்குறாங்களோ அந்த ரோலை நீ நடிக்கிறது தான். இது என்ன லேர்னிங் இருக்கு அப்படிங்கறத வந்துட்டு நான் கடைசியா சொல்றேன். Okay?
Sir, one
Okay,
more
sir.
doubt.
We don't need to change the character, sir.
Yeah, no, you need not change the character. Just like I
Thank
did.
you, sir.
I said Ahmed, the murderer, and I did not change.
So you mentioned the point that like the police department also have some problems, sir.
That is actually wanted me to play like that.
Yes, sir. At last, you also mentioned that this murder is because to get our attention, sir. So, like I thought that it means that there's nothing wrong in the police department that you just need to get the attention from us, sir.
So this is your opinion. Yeah, good opinion. Durgasana, yes. Hey, quick முடிங்கடா. Question கேட்கறீங்க.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
சொல்லு.
Sir, at last, after acting upon like the character, sir, we should give solution for the character, no, sir.
அதெல்லாம் வேண்டாம்.
Oh, okay, sir.
அதெல்லாம் வேண்டாம். டைம் அது வேற ஒரு விதமா வரும். I'll tell you how it is.
Okay.
Okay, dictate. Whom do you want to play the hat?
Sir, we already decided this.
Hey, அப்படி தானே முடிவு பண்ணணும். உன்னை யாரா?
No problem.
Sir, that sequence is for the other, when we are explaining, sir, this is different, sir.
Okay, okay.
புரிஞ்சுக்காம விளக்க நேரம் உடனே நீங்க சொல்லுங்க.
Yes, yes. Yes, two people in conversation. Repeat.
So, the people who are going to be in the role hand seat are Asathaman and Balaji. And the two members who are going to question both of them are Mitra and Kalpita. So they are going to say the roles and the camera, in this particular case, the camera and right. So they, both Kalpita and Mitra will explain the roles that Balaji and Aswathaman are going to play. Yeah, please.
Good evening, everyone. Now I would like to give the character for Ashwatthama. Your name is Kevin George and your age is 31. The occupation is you are a married man, that is the person who gets makes force and the money on whichever the company is giving you. The characteristic, the first character is you are irresponsible. The first thing that this occupation needs is to you need to be organized. When you were recruited, you were organized. But when days passed, you became unorganized and you did not like the job. And one special characteristic that you have is you are an introvert. You would not like to speak to anyone and you would like solitude more. And you are greedy and dishonest. Sometimes you go to an extent to even rob. When the mails are given, you sometimes take home. And when the people ask where the mail was delivered or not, you blame it on the other person. You blame it on the person who are going to leave you. And you are a maximalist. That you want to not have things simple. You would like always be complicated, like robbery, and you do not know how to handle criticism. So these are the negative characters you have, and you always waste a little time without using it properly. The biggest strength you have is you are an empathetic person, that you know how to understand people and you are strong in it. So these are the characteristics that you have.
Right. So the character for Aswathaman has been explained. Now Mitra will explain the character for Balaji.
Okay, sir. Balaji, can you hear me now?
Yes, Mitra.
Nice. I want meeting Shamita present here. So Balajina, first your name is Amar now. You are playing the role of Amar and you are 49 years old now. So the occupation is you are a genetic counselor now. So interest with occupation certainly we can add some more elements now. So what I have added is a percentage like the expected job growth by 2029. Now it's 2021. So by 2029, how your job would have grown, not the rate, and it's 21.5% now. So first, I would like to give you a positive approach. That is the positive things and emotions that you have now. First thing is for this particular occupation, that is genetic counseling, now you must be very well accessed and you must be well educated about certain topics now, and you like educating yourself more now, like surfing more in internet and knowing more now, and like whenever you go through a particular topic in the internet or like through library, you just grasp it very well. Now you have a grasping power, and at the same time you will understand and master in that particular field now. So like pediatrics and related to genetic sciences, deep pedigree analysis and so on now. But the negative things in your case is the first one is rarely, it should be very rare that you commit lots of careless mistakes. In this field, careless mistakes should be avoided because this field emphasizes that more it's an important field. But rarely you just commit some mistakes now. And the second negative one is you are a little lethargic, a little lazy towards your occupation, towards your responsibility now. And the skills that you have is you understand and you try motivating people when they come approaching you for knowing about their diseases and more. When you draw the analysis, even if they are worried about something, you try motivating them now. And also you are really good in creating the CPP and ICD. They are some of the codes that are created in genetic counseling. Now it stands for current procedural terminologies. Now, so these are the இல்ல சார் ஸ்கில்ஸ் மட்டும் சொல்லிட்டு முடிஞ்சது சார்.
Okay, with whatever observations that you both have made on their roles, you can answer the questions accordingly. Now, questions, how are you going to start with? So, Taman, one question, Balaji, one question. Right?
Yes, yes.
Oh, so help it out. Since you designed this character, what kind of atmosphere, what kind of people are asking the questions?
Yes, he's in the ground now where he had a issue with the trainer with him and with also the customer whom he delivered now. So it is a counseling session for him where people are questioning on all his negative characteristics. So that is the scenario.
Go on. So, your time starts now with Asathaman and Balaji. The questioning session, your time starts now. 6 minutes is the total time for both of them. 3, 2, 1, go.
Mr. Kevin, when a person came to train you and he wanted you to be the best in this session, you talked to him in a disrespectful manner and you abused him. You even pulled out his family members. So is this the right way and what do you think about this? This is absolutely wrong and I think we are going to fire him from this. This is not good.
So, good evening, ma'am. Actually, yes, I still regret this, but he gave a lot of pressure on me, so that just installed some anger in me. So, like, I had to do this. Not like I forgot myself and did this.
That is the reason why we wanted him to be trained, train you. That is, you wanted to control your anger management, and we got him to not pressurize you. That is the reason, and we paid him so much. But you have made it all go in you.
No, when you see the other people, how the way he trained other people was like not as much hard as he trained me, but he installed a lot of pressure in me. Like, yes, I had to be control my anger management. I have to work on my anger management, but what he did was he just gave a lot of pressure in me that I couldn't just control it.
Mr. Kevin, you can't just give these reasons here because the occupation that you are relating, that's where you are not supposed to give excuses that I lost myself, I was not able to control my emotions. The way that the service that our company is providing is so that we are very gentle and very calm with people. But nowadays, at the initial part of your starting, when we started coming to this job regularly, the initial part, we were really obedient and we were even trying to give an incentive with your salary. But nowadays we are acting as though we are regretting that we have given a particular incentive like few percentages, and that's how you are also nowadays giving lame excuses that can't be accepted for your job. What answer do you have?
Yes. But that's the truth. I only have to speak the truth here because you'll have to be always be honest and like, yes, I was a bit obedient, but when you try to increase my salary, but that also gave me more responsibilities, like more than normal. Like I'll have to control many of the mailing things, and like if for something goes wrong, I'll have to take the whole responsibility, and I feel overloaded. So that feels a bit awkward for me.
So, Kevin, all these sort of answers are answers they're not expected. And 2 days back, we slapped a customer who came and we yelled at him just because you weren't able to find the right things which he asked for. You just went and slapped a customer, which is absolutely unacceptable. It's even in the guidelines when you sign the employee contract that you have to behave well along with the customers. You have to help them. We went and slapped a customer. What experience do you have?
Yes, and he told me this, like he lost a mail, so I just have to search for it. While I was just searching for it, he kept on pressurizing me, like he kept on saying that, come on, why are you being so late, like that.
So,
While
if the teacher does it at school, it's not a teacher also.
But that's a teacher, I have to give him respect. Yes, I have to.
So, you want to give customers respect. What is this?
But I'm working for him, right? So if he not let me, if he's not letting me do my work better, So I just get angry, right? You always know that I have anger management issues.
Then you have to correct it. That's why we are like a psychologist or a master that man makes it. And you will not behave with that particular person, but he is actually complaining to us about you.
But yes, I'm trying to control and work on my anger management skills, but you just trying to like putting barriers towards that, and when I try to control it, you keep on more doing something, and like that makes me feel more angry. And
So do you mean that they are in mistake and not you?
yes, I have mistakes. Like I have issues in my anger management, and also say that I'm not much responsible.
We are not responsible at all.
Yeah, patience is the important thing that the layman should have.
Yes, but like when I'm trying to work on them, we just do something that trying to help me, but that goal like it makes my efforts go in vain, and couldn't just do anything else. So I just get more overloaded. I feel overloaded, and that anger just comes out.
We'll give you time to think of some solutions or else you'll be quiet. Let's go. Come on.
Okay, so as you could see in the chat, I have added Asathaman's scores.
Yes.
And, so totally, Asathaman, first answer 20, second answer 10, third answer 15, fourth answer 20, and fifth answer 10. So,
75, sir.
how much, Guru?
75, sir.
75. Okay, Asathaman 75 as well. Good score, good score. Okay, so now Asathaman has contributed 75 points to his team. Now let's see how far Balaji does. நீங்க கொஸ்டின் கேட்க கேட்க ஆன்சர் பண்ண பண்ணி இருக்கோம் நீங்க சேட்ட பார்க்கணும்.
Come on, Balaji.
Sometimes they
Come on, Balaji, do it now.
So everyone are here. It's like a group of people have approached Balaji now, and they are a little worried. We all know how much worry the people have towards if there is a genetic disease or genetic problem that they have inherited. So they are really worried, and this is particular situation where Balaji must be very much concentrated towards his occupation. But as I told in the negative part, rarely he commits mistakes in drawing these analysis. And today where he commits a mistake and everything, a lot of trials have arrived and everything goes wrong. So this is where we are supposed to question Balaji now about the emotions that he is facing and also how he is going to convince the group.
So we can be the customers.
Yes, sir.
Right, 3, 2, 1, go. The first question.
So, sir, what regret will you make? Because this is a field where you should not make any mistake, and you have done this. This is all very. This you should not be doing, sir. But why have you done this, and why were you so lethargic?
The point is in all kinds of such mistakes will probably happen. Without mistakes, there will be no chance of success. So mistakes will come then and there, and it will stop falling down. And I will keep rectifying the mistakes in the next phase. So mistakes, I will take mistakes as two things. One is like. Like um like a learning, and other one is the path to lead to my success in.
Well, Mr. Amar, it is not only the danger of a professional bias. You see, being a genetical engineer, you need to understand that you are playing with the human people's lives and their DNA. So, an iota of mistake that you make in your profession is going to take a huge toss on a person who is, who has believed in you that you will make very good laboratory research. So, you're not only playing with the human ethics, you're playing with the human evolution. So, it has to make you feel very, very scared. But by the first Senate question answering, it appears as though you are giving a press conference kind of a celebrity image. Are you not having any sort of repent and remorse for the mistakes that you are committing? Are you not having any guilty consciousness, Mr. Amar?
Yes, sir. So as far as I mistakes, I can feel guilty myself, and I can take into my co-employees that like the manager, I made this mistake and all. So I just go and honestly tell to manager I have done this, and and the next day I can correct the mistakes uh, and then guarantee safety of the employee.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Amar. Yeah.
Mr. Aman, the recent family that actually approached you, they had a huge belief in you, and they being your best friend, that is a family friend, and also they being the regular customer, like a regular person who would approach you for various suggestions, is here, and they have come for a very important thing. They have complete belief in you, and especially during that particular time, they lost all the confidence about. They were really worried about the DNA that they have inherited, about the genetic problems they have inherited, and that's why we must be very careful about. But at that particular time, they did not come for test but for analysis, and for the normal thing that we would expect from the people is around $213, and we have costed the complete cost, and they have paid. But today we have received the information that you have given wrong information, and that is not authentic. What answer do you have towards that?
Next question.
Thank you, Mr. Thank you.
So that was a nice question. So maybe the wrong was made by the employees may have like doing some mischief behaviors during the work. So maybe without my notice, they may have doing some mischief during the work, and they cause giving wrong information without my notice and all. Maybe that is why they are having some uh, uh, wrong information on having genetic problems uh, for that person.
Right, last 2 minutes for this duo of Asathaman and Balaji. So maybe we can have a last question for Balaji. Who's asking? Yeah, two last questions for Balaji. One from Kalpita Shri and another one is Dakshin.
Mr. Balaji, you're very careless. Balaji.
Amar
Balaji. Mr. Amar, Mr. Amar, you're very careless. 2 hours before a genetic surgery, you're playing Candy Crush. 30 minutes before the surgery, you're still on your phone, you're playing PUBG or something. Then 10 minutes before that, you're playing Free Fire. Don't you have seriousness? You're going to perform a genetic surgery, and then even one of your customers, they had a genetic disease which was not curable, but you gave them false hopes and you said that by gene therapy you can cure them, and you sent them back home. Then when they came back the next day, you said that it's not curable. Why do you give false hopes, and why are you so much indulged into your phone right before a very important operation is about to be done? What is the seriousness?
So because maybe some like addiction, maybe I have so that may be made to play the games, and that has been really like a passing time, like not doing surgeries and all that, and uh, and I say some wrong things to customer because I was like still addicted to that, and that was the mistake I have made, and in future I will try to rectify it, and not to not do use during surgeries. So
Okay, last question. Kalpita.
Mr. Raman, you are almost 49 years old and you have an experience of 10 years in this field. And this is not the first project that we have given to you. In the next month, you are going to have a national project that is from the other country. If you are such irresponsible, how can you believe it and make you as the head of the department? And you have been asking us to make you the head for almost 2 years, and this is the chance. Is this how you react to what we have given? And the entire country is going to look down only because of you. What happens?
Next question, Kalpita.
What answer do you have?
so that was a very nice question. So
Hey, what kids வச்சிருக்க அவனுக்கு ப்ரமோஷன் கொடுக்க. Hey, that was nice. பதில சொல்றேன் வணக்கம்.
sir, அதுக்கு சீக்கிரம்
That was very nice laugh.
And safe and I can do and I can do some I can gain some customer satisfaction and finish the project before the time period ends. So I have still belief in myself.
Okay. Good job, Balaji. Well done.
Very nice answer.
Balaji's total, 100% of total. Come on.
Yes, sir. Sir, 95.
Okay, thank you. Balaji has contributed 95 for the team. Alright, boys and girls, now the roles switched. Now, team Sibi Adityan have to take the role hat. Clear? Sure. Go back to your seat. Now, team Sibi Adityan will have 2 role hat. Vishnupriya might be leaving, so I'm. Okay, you dictate பண்ணுங்க because you can dictate 2 members and they will come and occupy the seats. Team Asatam.
Ashpataman.
Friends, my idea is Vishnu Priya and Dakshina. Have any suggestions, friends?
Ashpataman, I am okay with Dakshana Ashpataman. Vishnu Priyaka will be going, which means there would not be enough time to ask questions. So, can you choose another person for Vishnu Priyaka alone?
Vishnupriya can take part even tomorrow.
Sir, then Vishnu Priyaka can go first and Dakshana can go second. Sir, I'm fine with it, sir.
Right, so I'll first ask Vishnupriya to occupy the chair. First, out of the morning, I'll go for. Okay, so please explain the role that Vishnupriya has to play.
Okay, sir. Pratisha, can you please explain it?
Pratisha.
Come on, Pratisha.
You can just say whatever you typed in the chat box, Pratisha.
Come on, Pratisha.
Come on, Pratisha.
Pratisha. It's Balaji and I can explain your role now.
Ashwathaman, no problem, Ashwathaman. Balaji Anna has just completed his solutions, Ashwathaman. Can I go ahead?
Yeah, okay.
Sivyadityan, you are great. Pratisha motivate பண்ணிருக்கான் பாருங்க குரு பிரசன்ன ரத்தன் எப்படி come on அக்கா அப்படியே போய் அக்கா you are காவன் அக்கா நான் ஒருத்தன் தான் ஸ்பெஷல் நீ தான் காவன் சாட்ல பாருங்க
இந்த கலையை சேனல்
Sir, he has typed common akka, sir.
அதான் நான் வெஸ்டர்ன் அமெரிக்கா சொல்லிட்டாரு come on alright okay Balaji explain
Guruna can explain now.
Okay.
Sir, just a minute, sir.
Sir, can I go, sir, or Guru can go, sir?
yeah name
Just a minute, sir. I'll just connect the charger alone. Sir, Pratisha has posted it in the chat, sir.
I recheck
Sir, I'm having a doubt, sir.
name John international athlete yes 24 skill running fast problem he cannot hear what someone is telling very nice good job Pratisha
Sir, I'm having a doubt, sir. Sir, what is international?
hey
What is
come on
what is international playboy?
என்ன பிளே பாய்னா அர்த்தமே வேறடா. ஏன்னா நீங்க எல்லாம் கிறிஸ்டியனா இருக்கீங்க. சரி அவதான் சின்ன பொண்ணு அனுப்புறான் அப்படின்னு.
Sir, she didn't text this in the chat, sir.
International athlete. Okay. John is an international athlete. Fine. So Vishnupriya cannot play the role. I will depict Dakshin instead of Vishnupriya because.
Come on, Dakshin.
John, the international player. Okay. Bye. Jokes about expect great things. Four 4:30. Me and the use guys in England here. Is that happening? Now link Rashid Siddharth is going to play John the international. Say okay. Jokes about come on. So Dakshin will play the role of international athlete who cannot hear. But here, Abhina, if you want to get also.
hearing problems.
Can't hear what someone is telling. You are absolutely not hearing what someone is telling.
Sir, he has a mission, sir. Like if you are putting there, if someone is speaking, we will be able to hear that, sir. So we are providing John a mission, sir.
Cannot give now.
time pass
This is the Christian team, sir.
Okay, so assuming that John has got lip reading challenge and he's going to answer the question. Come on, 3, 2, 1, go. 6 minutes. 4 minutes. 3, 2, 1, go.
So hello, sir.
Hi.
So for all this time, you haven't told us that you were deaf and no one if someone is speaking, you can't hear anyone. So for what reason have you been keeping it as a secret, sir?
Yes. So thank you for the question, reporter. Actually, I didn't need to tell anyone because I have the talent of lip reading. So I could just tell and make out what people are saying just by reading their lip movements. So I just told about my problem in one of the interviews which I attended a week back. So only at that time this question was asked about the hearing problems which I have. But otherwise, I didn't think that should be revealed in a gala event about my problem. I just didn't think that it was needed to be revealed because I can compensate for my hearing deficiency by reading the lip movements. So when an interviewer asked me about this particular problem, I just revealed it. So it wasn't asked from me before, and I just didn't want to make it an issue. Hope you got it.
Excuse me, sir. Yes. As you told to my co-reporter, you will take that as you were taking the lip movement and you were telling answer for the questions which we asked, and you are not you were hidden your problem that you can't hear anything. So we can keep like that. So but also if you would have if you would have told that earlier in early stage of your life, it could be cured. No, why didn't you tell early?
No, actually we went to the doctor, but the doctor said that it cannot be cured. So that's why my parents put me into a lip reading practice. Like I had few teachers come and they taught me how to read the lip movements. And there are certain like audio machines which could help you to interpret what other people are telling you. So I use some of them as well. So that's the answer to your question.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Like, as you this we it's so shocking that we discovered that your like your skill of running so fast but shocking that we discovered that you don't even know who's the winner announced or only have to see the big screen to see who's the winner being announced. So is there any thing you're going to do about this in the future?
That's a good question. But I don't think I have learned to live with my disability for the past 24 years. I didn't consider it as a problem, and it was one of the big hurdles that I had to overcome because people they were mocking me for my deficiency in hearing. So I had to overcome all that, and I'm used to it. And right now I have made myself better. I can lip read, and I also have certain instruments that you can use in order to decipher what the other people are telling. So I think I've learned to live with it, and maybe in the future when more inventions come, maybe I could use those inventions as well in order to interpret what other people are telling. So yeah, I don't think it's a problem as of now, but maybe in the future, who knows, anything could happen. So I'm just optimistic.
In the book of Ben Johnson, in the book of all the other athletes, people who have made remarkable achievements in the sport, sprinting, per se. The recent sprinting competition that you had, when you were practicing for Olympics and when you were having the debut match, I was watching the video footage. And 3 days back, we were in a local event and you won the first prize, just like that effortlessly. And your ergonomics and limb movements are giving me clinical kind of doubts as a pathologist that you are consuming drugs. So if I accuse you on that, how did you?
It's easy for people to say things.
I'm a clinical analyst.
Yeah.
You know, I test your body,
Yes.
and I can even produce a false report that your blood had got no samples of the drugs. If I do a conspiracy theory against you, how do you say about yourself? Consider it as a critics question.
Yeah, that's a good question. I appreciate this question. As I say, you can see this back in Canada. So there are a lot of reports that were surfacing about me, a lot of rumors about the drug intake and all that, and a lot of sportsmen have to go through this. But then I cleared all my doping tests and everything, and only then I was allowed inside the Olympics stadium. Or else they would have kicked me out right at that instant. So I think I just have to prove myself to the testing authorities. I just don't need to prove myself to everyone because there are a lot of rumors like coming around daily. So I just don't need to prove myself to the whole world. I just have to make sure that I'm eligible enough and clear to participate. And then when I win and achieve things, and when more things about this particular rumor are spoken, then people themselves will know. And I think there should be more awareness programs about how athletes are admitted before getting on the field. So how a lot of tests are done, how physical tests and drug tests are done. So only if you clear all that, you'll be able to get on the field. So
Okay.
I think if people know about all this, then.
Ratan, yours is the last question, then we are done with it.
Okay, sir. So, sir, in the past, while there was like only the shooting starts, sir. So at that time, there has to be someone standing in front of the finish line, and they have to say start. By seeing that only you are able to start, sir. But before that, you always do a lot of fouls and always like eliminates before starting of the race, sir. So what do you say about that, sir?
அவரோட இன்டென்ஷனல் கொஸ்டினிங் வந்துட்டு கன்ஷாட் சாங்ஷனுக்கு வந்துட்டு நீங்க எப்படி ரெஸ்பாண்ட் பண்ணுவீங்க யுத்த காரியம்?
Yes, but I cannot hear things properly, but I can see I have eyes. So when they're about to pull the trigger, I can just look at the person who has the gun, and then I can, as soon as he pulls the trigger and you just hear a shot, like you see a billow of smoke, you can just start running. So that's how I've been doing
Sir,
things.
what about the fouls and elimination you have gone through, sir? What about that, sir?
Yeah, I had been committing fouls because at that time I did not like adapt properly to, because that was my debut actually. So right now I'm 24 years old. That was like 5 years back. I was a teenager back then, but that's pretty old. So I adapted, and right now I don't commit much fouls. So I'm happy about it.
Thank you, sir.
Getting up, uneven up. உங்களுக்கு வந்து 5 questions தான் மார்க் 6 questions சொல்றது மார்க்.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So no, sir. Sir, question. Yes, sir.
What's the score of questions? 25, 50, 70, 90,
Sir,
150.
Well done, bro.
Great job, Darshana.
Thank you, Guru. Actually, episode check பண்ண pass பண்ணிட்டாங்க.
Okay. Dakshin's contribution to team is 115. Now, the time is 7:16. Hey, 115, 115.
Oh, 1.5 are there and 1.
That is my bonus. That's right.
115, and now it's 7:17, so we still have Dakshin Siddharth's mom yet to come, so we can go for one more round. One more, the next person to be on the seat. We had Asathaman and Balaji, but in this team we had only Dakshin. So, who's next?
Sir, shall I ask?
Here, Balaji.
Friends, what is your suggestion, friends?
Ashwathaman, can we go with Sibi Ashwathaman because he didn't talk today?
Okay, now. Friends, Ritan, Balaji.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, okay, see that.
So, sir,
Right, so dictate for Sibiani, then what's his role?
Balaji, na?
To be
Okay, Ritan, you can go.
no, Guru, yeah, like I came to ask that are you going? Because
Okay,
you
okay,
said
okay.
you was willing to go. You said now Guru will say his part for Sibi, sir. Come on, Guru.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir, can I start, sir?
Yes, Guru.
Sibi, are you able to hear me, da? Sibi. Okay, Sibi. Okay, Sibi. So in this character, your name is Aditya, and you are a teenager, and your age is 21. What, Sibi? Aditya. Okay. So like you're really interested in singing, but you have lots of negative emotions in yourself, like fear, anger, sadness, or melancholy, like loneliness, and lot of negative emotions. And you would not be satisfied with anything that you have in life. You are an unemployed person, and you will be not satisfied with everything in your life. If you would be blaming others for your problems. These are the problems which you have, and the one strength and the skill that you have is you'd be working hard for whatever thing. If a task is given, you'd be working hard and you'd be completing it with a quite good uh, with a quite good time. So you have lots of problems, but because of hard work, you have been you have been living in this world. So if you want to, if you don't want to, like, these were the problems which you face, which you are facing in your common life. But with your hard work, how do you overcome the overcome your life? That's the character.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, we have 4 minutes for Sibi Aitan and then we are finishing because Dakshin's parent has come. And we will be closing the session today. 7:20 already. Come on, first question to Sibi Aitan.
Commander Sibi. Commander Sibi.
Baladina Guru.
Balaji.
What's his name, Guru?
Adityana.
Okay. So Aditya, you have you don't have work to like talk about the IT, but still you have. So do you think this will try and get attention of the IT officers to employ in the future?
Commander Sibi. Admit place commander.
That is typing, sir.
Unmute பண்ணி சொல்லி, come on. Mute பண்ணி காமிச்சு.
Sir, he is not able to understand. Understand.
Then again,
I'll be asking some random questions to him. Sibi, are you ready to get my answers? Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Sibi, tell me what you understood from this activity that we are having today. Your basic understanding. And you are a leader. So just tell us what is your understanding.
come on, Sibi, 700 point, come on.
Commander Sibi. Come on Sibi. Commander, come on.
Dakshinana was type and sending the messages very brilliant, and I am also able to understand the thing. So, typing fastness and intelligence, I remember, sir. That one, sir, then
Okay.
uh,
Now, if you have. Okay.
giving the explanation and the brilliant answers, sir, that I learned, sir. Thank you.
Very well done, Sibi.
Thank you, ma'am.
If we had been observing, Asathaman was questioned, Balaji was questioned, Dakshin Siddharth was questioned. Now you are being questioned. Can you tell me why this questioning is done? If you see Asathaman, he did not speak as Asathaman. Balaji did not speak as Balaji and Dakshin did not speak as Dakshin. So what is happening here? Can you understand and can you explain something about it?
Sir, I think yeah, it was how the you are doing, I think.
Okay. During the team talk, Mitra, Kalpita, Dakshin Siddharth were asking you to search for some names. And does your mind come up with any answers? Why should random names be checked? What was the reason behind it? And you even mentioned a whirlpool. What was the reason? Why random names have to be Googled? Just give a guess answer. Come on.
Sir, because it was the name I knew, sir, that I am everyone has used. I am using the one Raju Ram. That like me. I
So I choose the random and then this my we can learn some words, some like this, add the words and say that. That's like I'm thinking do, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, last question for you, Siri. You have the CRS spreadsheet, and yesterday I sent CRS report. How much award do you think you are going to get, or would you really think that you are going to get any award? Or better yet, tell me what is your CRS score?
Come on, Siri. You believe in me.
Come on to be.
Big button, come on. Others, ஒரே ஒரு நிமிஷம்.
How much is your CRS score? Are you really going to get award? Even last CRS you got some award. Are you going to get that level of award? Are you going to get more than that? What do you think?
807.
In order to get doing hard work, put the hard work I'm going to give my best to do. Then I will get the work.
Okay, good answer, Sylvia. I can learn it. Very well.
Thank you, sir.
Well done, Sibi.
Very well done.
So Sibi Adityan has contributed 70 marks.
70.
Okay, right. So two members, Sibi Adityan, the leader, and Dakshin Siddharth. Aswathaman, the leader, and Balaji have finished their part in this magic wand switch the hat activity. Tomorrow we'll complete this activity. Within tomorrow evening, within the end of the session, everybody should have taken some notes. That's how we complete it. Yeah. Any questions before we call it a day from the online team?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir, and how are you?
Good. Well, I'm extremely great.
How is your leg, sir?
Leg,
Sir.
Life,
Sir, no, sir. Often if I see your leg, there is like a white bandage, sir. So I just thought, how is your leg, sir?
That's because of wearing a very, very bad shoe during the sports test. Now, I had been wearing 8 months or 9 months, the same kind of shoe, and I've been running very rampantly with that damaged shoe, and that has made a huge toss on my right underneath of my ankle. So there's developed lots of corns underneath. So I'm trying to reset it. Otherwise, I'm fine.
Okay, sir. If possible, you can ask to Dakshinana, sir. So Dakshinana's friend is a Gucci owner, sir. So from Gucci itself, they will send a real good shoe, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
I take care of it.
காய்ச்சல் வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறமா உனக்கு கொஞ்சம் புத்தி வந்து நினைச்சேன் ஆனா பரவாயில்ல.
Sir,
Okay.
old is always gold, sir.
Right. Remember, CRS final week, and you need to give your best possible attempt, and always understand not everybody is going to earn the award this time. There's going to be ceiling, and all the ceiling will be explained only on Wednesday. I know the work it, so I'll explain that also. So until then, give your best automatically, and Viva will decide who will win the award. So, Balaji, Guru Prasanna, Ritan Nitish, Sibi Adityan, Natish, and Pratisha. See you tomorrow. Expect great things and live strong.
Hi, sir. My friends expect great things in life and live strong. Sir, from tomorrow I'll be coming in direct form, sir.
Wow. Welcome back.